Yo. So this video is a bit different, right? I'm going to be playing games while talking about game. But you see, now here's the thing. Is this, well, I mean, this is unusual, but we are called Game Global. And also, if you don't like this, like if this doesn't land, let me know. But if it does, do let me know, and then I'll put more effort into doing more of these in future. And maybe I can play all sorts of games while talking about games. The men who get to where they want to be versus the men who don't. Now, here is the thing. Yours truly, I'm playing Tekken 8, right? I've been playing Tekken since 1995. I played literally the first Tekken on the PS1. And what's the point? I'm not the best Tekken player in the world, right? But I'm competent. And why is that? Because I spent hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours playing this game. And why did I do that? Because I wasn't afraid of failure. I wasn't. Like if 𝗟𝗏𝗏 or 𝗏cie, if 𝗏cie beats me right now, I can just play the game again, right? It's no big deal. However, when it comes to women and dating, men tend to not have that mindset. Men tend to believe that if they are rejected, that reflects badly on them, and then they get scared away and then they don't do it. And the thing that separates men who get to where they want to be and men who don't is that the man who gets to where he wants to be is prepared to walk through that fire. It is Saturday night right now. Saturday night dance, I like the way you move right now. And in the UK and in America, there's men getting ready. Oh crap. Hold on. Yeah, there's men getting ready to go out. Now, when you go out, firstly, are you going out? If you're not where you want to be, then why aren't you going out? Because how else are you going to practice your social skills? Now, if you are going out, what are you doing while you're out? Are you actually trying? Are you actually talking to women? Are you opening sets? Are you giving it your all? Because if you're not, nothing will happen, nothing will change. Now, a mistake that I made for years, and I do mean years. Oh God, I love Jin, you know. Jin's my guy. Jin is my guy. Hold on. A mistake I made for years was saying to myself, I will wait until I'm no longer scared. Because I was scared. And I didn't like being scared, and I was scared of being scared, and blah, blah, blah. I'll wait till I'm no longer scared. Because what you think is that at some point, you're going to wake up and that fear will be gone. And then all of a sudden, the thing that currently makes you feel really uncomfortable is actually just not going to be a big deal. Doesn't work like that. Like, have you ever had a fear just randomly vanish for no reason? Like, I haven't. The only time I've ever had fears go away is because I had to make the fears go. And the man who gets to where he wants to be is willing to have that happen. All right? I'll give you an example from my life. Years ago, I was dating this woman, and she started off being really attracted to me, but then over time, her attraction waned and waned and waned. And as it did, I was really latching on. I wanted her so much. And eventually she left. It hurt me a lot. Like, it really hurt to have that woman leave. I spent about a month walking the streets, angry as all hell, feeling all sorts of pain and misery, and like trying to rack my brains to figure out what the hell happened, where the hell did this go wrong. And anyway, the point is this. Eventually I figured it out. But when I figured out where I went wrong, my first thought then was I had to get myself into the same situation that I was in before to right that wrong. Like, I couldn't let that slide. Now, a lot of men would have just backed off and like made sure like they never got into that situation again. Like maybe they stop dating women, or they don't date women as attractive or something like that, you know? But I didn't do that. And if I look at my clients, it's like, does every client I have get to where he wants to be? Of course not. But you know why? It's not because of me. It's because of them. Every client who does what I tell him to do does get to where he wants to be. But why do those guys do what I told them to do? It's because they've got a strong why. Because if we look at me playing this now, there is no barrier to entry for me to play this. If I lose, who cares? If Jin dies, who cares? But in dating, there are actual stakes. And in order for you to get to where you want to be, over those stakes, you have to know why it's important. You really do. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You have to know why it's important. Something I've always been aware of, and I said this, I've said this so many times in other videos, is personally, I'm scared of the moment when I realize I'm too old to date women. Or too old to date attractive women anyway. I'm scared of that moment. And that moment isn't just coming for me, that moment's coming for you as well. But the thing is, when you actually get to that point, where are you going to be? Because it's one thing to reach that point and to be married with kids and to be like, you know what? Cool. Like, I had my fun, I did my thing, and now I'm in a different phase of life. Or it's one thing to reach that point and to just think, you know what? I lived the freewheeling bachelor life and I'm good. I had my fun, and now I'll leave all of that to the young men. But it's another thing to reach that point and actually be filled with regret because you never did the stuff that you always wanted to do, and to know that you can't do it. Because right now, here's the thing, right now, you're listening to this, you think it's possible, right? And what you don't realize is the fact that you think it's possible, it's a comfort, because you can do this at another point. You can. But that's, yeah. That is not going to be there forever. There will come a point when you actually can't do it anymore. And how are you going to feel when that comes? Because if you're like me, that will be devastating. And you got to be aware of that. What kind of wife do you want to have, man? Do you want the kind of woman who you choose, or do you want one who chooses you? Do you want a woman who settles for you, or do you want a woman who's happy she had you? Things like this. Do you want to prove people wrong? Is that something you want to do? Are there people out there who need to put respect on your name and you need to prove them wrong? If so, get to it. Anyway, again, I would really like you to let me know how this is landing, because I've never seen anything like this online. I've never done anything like this at all. It's really difficult because, boy, it's one thing to talk about this topic, right? And try and explain it and make sure that you understand it from the different avenues. And it's another thing to do that while trying to deal with Yoshimitsu, all right? And like, I haven't really played Tekken for a little while, for a minute, and I can't quite remember all the combos, right? So this is it. So I'm trying to be entertaining, but also like playing the, oh God, I swear that's satisfying. Hold on, let me do that again. Whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to be entertaining while doing this. Oh, I don't know if it's landing, let me know. But make the decision. Like, look, it's like this. Years ago, I did a challenge called 100 Women in 50 Days. This was where I approached 2 attractive women every day for 50 days to get over the fear of it. Now, when I reached maybe day 20, I got really scared. And I got scared because at that point, it became clear to me that Ah. It became clear to me that this was never going to end, or at least that's how it felt. And the final 30 days felt so long. It felt like I would never ever get to it. It felt undoable. It felt impossible. All of these things. But that was like 9 years ago now. And the point is that that time will pass. However, whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're thinking you need to do, you know, to get to where you want to be right now, and like whatever change you need to make that you're daunted to go through, please realize that 6 months time, a year's time, you'll be thanking yourself. You'll be thanking yourself for having done it. You will. Because never in my life would I take back 100 women in 50 days. I'm so glad I did that challenge. That challenge opened so many doors. It's the reason you're reading this, you're watching this video now, literally because of that challenge. Oh, come on. Jeez. So there we are. So again, I don't know if I've really explained all of this properly. I hope I have. Jeez. All right, let me just deal with freaking 𝗏𝗲𝗁𝗁. I don't know if I've explained this properly. I hope I have. Haha. Ah, come on, you. But anyway, point being though, don't give up. Like, don't give up. Because it's like this. Right now, I'm finding it difficult. Oh my God, I'm getting dealt with. No. All right. Dickhead. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, what am I saying? This will get easier for me to do, provided you guys say you like it. Everything just gets easier, it gets easier, it gets easier, it gets easier, it gets easier. So don't give up on yourself, man. Like, really don't. And just walk. If you keep walking, you'll get there. I have coached so many guys, and it's the same thing every time. The men who walk eventually get to where they want to be, no matter how slow they're walking. That's it. And I promise you can do it. I promise you. You can be living in a totally different reality in 6 months' time. Yeah, you can be. But you just got to go out there, put in the reps, put in the reps, put in the reps, put in the reps. Just go. Go out there and do it. You can do it. And yeah, let me know what you thought about this. If you like the content, drop a comment as well. Please let me know, like, is this resonating? Is this a good concept? Is it resonating? Has what I've said today resonated? Is there a game you think I should play instead? You know? I'd kind of like to do a mixture of old school and new school games with all of this. But yeah, that's about it really. Thank you. Take care and see ya.